Hi there, my name is Algina, and I will now take you through the journey of how my friends evolved from simple algae living in a pond to ones fueling jets up in the air. But before I do that, I want to talk to you about the biodiesel industry in Germany. Currently, most biodiesel in Germany is produced from crops, and unlike what most people think, producing biofuels from crops is harmful to several ecosystems. This is because it causes deforestation, polluted lakes, and contributes to global warming. Yes, you heard me, global warming. Research has found that on average, producing biodiesel from crops causes approximately twice as much higher emissions than fossil fuels. Algae or microalgae is cultivated in a closed reactor whereby it's supplied with essential waste resources necessary for their growth. Such resources include natural sunlight, nutrient-rich wastewater, and carbon-rich flue gas. The algae is then dried and pressed to extract its oils. The oil is then filtered and processed into biodiesel. The filtration process leaves behind residual biomass, which is then fermented, producing biogas and additional residue behind, which can be used as fertilizers. The produced biogas can be used to produce electricity to power up the entire facility. So by now, I think you can see how much of an environmentally friendly resource I am, and that I can mitigate the adverse impacts of global warming through sequestering the carbon from flue gas and avoiding external electricity supply. The biodiesel I generate can be sold to public institutions, fuel retailers, and electricity transmission companies with whom professional relationships are maintained through a dedicated sales team and extended futures. The products I produce can be channeled mainly through direct distribution channels and cross-docking. However, there are indispensable resources for my growth that include wastewater, flue gas, and innovative minds like my friends the BIORenewables team. Such resources can be obtained from wastewater treatment plants and thermal power plants. Needless to say that some operational requirements such as nutrient recovery and carbon capture processes are to be maintained to ensure sufficient supply of nutrients and carbon dioxide. Therefore, the BioRenewables team has developed a cost-driven structure based on the availability of such key resources. And last but not least, the diversified production process will yield several revenue streams, making BioRenewables a more profitable business. Among the various possible customers, my biodiesel will be mainly sold to fuel retailers. Those include gas stations whose main job is to ensure a steady supply of sustainable biodiesel to the market at reasonable prices, among others of course. However, their responsibilities are hindered by a number of pains. These mainly include elevated costs due to stringent environmental regulations and price fluctuation. They also have certain wishes like higher profits through sales of a competitively priced and sustainably sourced biodiesel product. However, guess what? I've got their painkillers. I can maintain a steady supply through extended futures and can cut down on their costs due to my biodiesel's high compliance with environmental standards. I can also make their wishes come true by providing a relatively low priced and compliant product. I will now introduce you to the people that will make this possible.